Hey guys, had some more issues again with the truck batteries here. So what I decided to do is take them out, go ahead and have them charged up and tested. Turns out they did need to be charged, but that's not a big deal because normally the truck would charge the batteries if everything was normal. But if you leave something on the truck, would drain the battery, or your truck is charging but not adequately. It's supposed to be charging like a car around 14 volts. Car systems normally and 12 volts. So that extra 1 or 2 volts would push the charge quicker to charge your batteries. Anyway, it also wound up taking, interestingly enough, acid in the batteries. Mine are maintenance batteries, means like you're able to open it up and add and check the battery acid. A lot of the new batteries nowadays are called maintenance free, or they're what are they, glass something battery, glass mat batteries, and they don't have them, which makes them lighter, and they work in good situations where there's a lot of shaking going on. Like, I guess that would be really good in the big trucks here, but the cost is too much money, so at this time that technology is going to be on hold. Anyway, fortunately I did rent a vehicle, so I have a pickup truck from U-Haul that I rented, and I was able to leave the vehicle safely parked and remove the batteries, bring them over there yesterday. I lost at least 6 or 7 hours because they have to charge each battery individually. They can't charge them multiply at the same time, which took a lot of the time. But don't know if you got a good view here, but this is the battery compartment. I have to remove this door to expose the batteries to get in there. I've been scrubbing them. I've been using a chemical battery terminal cleaner here, if you can see. You spray this on, and basically it should, if that makes it any better, can you see what I see? I'm trying to adjust it so you guys can see everything better. Let's see how that works. Alright, well, I hope I adjusted that a little bit better. You guys can see everything. So I'm at the stage now that I'm almost ready to put the batteries back. So again, there's 4 batteries, and they go in a certain manner. If you don't put them in right, or you don't put the right connection, Houston, we have a problem, you know what I mean? So I have one more spot. If you can see on this, I'll show you. See that green gunk? That green gunk? Okay, that is more battery acid that has accumulated. So we want to do the best we can and go ahead and have that removed. So got just a little bit more scrubbing to do. And usually you're going to have these type of issues when you neglect cleaning your battery terminals or pre-treating them. There's chemicals that you can put on, like gel packs, that'll help stop that corrosion from forming. So the cleaner the connection is, the easier the flow of electric can go to your battery. And Sunday today. I think that today's the 29th of December. So I'm off till Monday. And, honestly, I was hoping to spend my time a little bit better than this, but it's not so cold here. So if I take care of the problem now, I won't have the issue while I'm on the road when it's less time or opportunities to take care of it. So in case you don't know me, I'm John. This is my YouTube channel, John the Driver. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. I'm out of the state of Florida, and currently right now I'm in California. I'm in the Rancho Cucamonga area / Ontario, California. For those that know, that name sounds familiar because it was the scene of one of those popular comedy movies called Friday. The premise was about this. It's really a nice neighborhood. I mean, it's not really hoodie at all, and it's up and grown. There's a lot of new things happening around here. So I just know that it's going to get real expensive. Not that it ain't already there, but I have a friend that lives here in Rancho Cucamonga. Her name's Christine. So I know for a few years now. And I usually stop by and visit and go to lunch and that kind of stuff. But I have not been able to... I was not able to reach her. She's busy with her daughters and stuff. But that's how it goes, you know. You got to be independent. But like I said, I've been seriously thinking about coming out here and living. I'm out here a lot with a lot of the loads that I do. There's so much opportunity out here for better videos and that kind of stuff, and I want to take my YouTube channel to kind of the next level. I have to do it slow. There's a lot more I need to learn. I hope you guys are hearing the sound pretty good, and I probably need to invest in better equipment. I'm hoping to possibly, if I get this done early enough, I may extend the rental another day and take a ride down to the pier, Santa Monica Pier, right by Venice Beach, Sunday, and I think that'd be a great day to get some views, nice videos and stuff. So I think keeping this as clean as it's gonna get. So, like I said, I was having some problems starting sometimes in the cold, which kind of indicates weak batteries. But if they're not being charged properly, or you have loose terminals or dirty terminals, that could be a simple solution. So, taking care of this, not that I'm going to forget the problem, I'm going to monitor it, okay? What I like to do is I pay close attention when you start the vehicle. Okay, because it could start strong, it can start weak, and you need to know the difference. And as soon as it stops starting strong, fast, strong start because enough power, that's an indication that the next time it may not start. So whenever you're in that situation, I wouldn't shut the vehicle off till you either reach your destination. And on trucks like this, my batteries are on the right side, or not on the right side, they're on the left side. So it's very, very important to make sure you don't park next to a truck or a tree or a pole, because if the truck don't start, you're not going to have access to this. It's going to make it very difficult and very expensive, because you may need a tow truck. And again, you want to try to minimize your expenses on the road. Now, this is not my equipment, it's my boss. I'm just a company driver. But you want to be able to... take this up here a second. You want to be able to learn, because you never know. One day, you may be responsible for repairs, you know? And you don't want to wait till that day. So I act mentally as if I'm the owner of the truck, and some of the decisions... It was loose, it's working better now. I didn't know if it's tightened. You know, so you learn how to better manage your time, expenses, your money. So, even though it was my day off, I could have said, hey, you know, let me go down to the beach, let me go here, let me go do this. But then tomorrow or later tonight, when the truck doesn't start, I had to sleep last night without it on. So it was fun and it was stressful. Fun part was real cool. The stressful part is I needed to not sleep in today, and I needed to get my ass up. Again, procrastinating can be expensive, especially if you know about a problem and you don't do nothing about it, because like a starter going will do the same thing. It'll give you so many more starts before it doesn't start again, you know. And people don't pay attention. They don't check under the hood. They don't check the oil. They don't check the antifreeze coolant. You know, they don't check the windshield washer cool. It snows, you got to clean your windows. Ice forms. The winter version of windshield washer fluid has chemicals in it to prevent icing. But if you're one of those people that just start and drive, you know, and only look under the hood when there's a problem, you're going to have a problem. And you want to catch things before the problem gets worse. So you have to always pay attention. If something ain't right, I don't care, it's as simple as you putting your key in the door and it's not working. Oh, but it worked this time, let me get going. Keep it in mind. You may be in a rush, but keep it in mind. Hey, I've been having an issue. Does the other door unlock? Is there another way I can get in? Do you feel like crawling in through the trunk if you have to? So you have to manage information that you're aware of and figure out how important that is. If it's something super important, you know, if you're locked out of your car and you don't have a spare key, but somebody, you call AAA, they get in, you thank them and everything. Well, ask yourself, do I need to start having a spare key? Bling, the light bulb goes on. Now you want to hide the key on the vehicle somewhere, you know? So this way, if that happens again, you have an easy fix, easy solution. But just trying to shoot the breeze with you guys as I get this taken care of. Hope you guys are finding the channel interesting. all that kind of stuff. Almost comfortable with what it looks now. A little bit better than it was before. And you get that nice shine. Brand new copper penny. You're gonna have the best connection. Close to that. I don't want to do it twice, so if you do it right the first time, I mean, be anal about it if you have to. I changed the bolts, cleaned this, you know, charged the batteries, added acid to the batteries. I'm giving myself the best chance not to have any problem, so I don't have to mess with this again. So it's all worth it if I don't have any problems. But I keep the door open in my mind that after doing all this, I may still have a problem. So then I have to look at what didn't I do? You know, what didn't I do? I didn't replace the batteries. You know, we didn't diagnose the rest of the truck where there may be a short. Oh, goody, goody, goody. So it's early enough that I hope that I'm still able to enjoy the day. If you're asking, by the way, what these bars are, I have 4 batteries. So there's 2 of these bars. They connect half the batteries together, and then the other bar connects the other side of the batteries all together. So instead of having all cables, this bar is more durable because this bar is not going to break and it'll get dirty, and that's why I'm cleaning it now. But it keeps the batteries lined up so they don't move around. I hope I get it done right. I don't want to mess with this. I don't like to worry my boss up because I don't have to take it into the shop. Because you never know. Once you're in the shop, they kind of kick you out of your truck. And depending how long it can be. So I'm really comfortable now. Clean that out. That's really, really good. Okay, we got that part done. Clean this off a little bit here. One thing that I'm not really able to do is I wanted to put a battery mat on here to help, you know, avoid some crap of all this rusting and stuff, but that might be another thing if I still have issues that I may address again. I found a piece of tire. I wanted to cut it up in sections, but the tire, because it's steel belted, there's steel in the inside of the rubber tire, just makes it real difficult, you know, very difficult. So I think I got 2 more batteries to triple check the terminal connections. I got these 2 cleaned up already. Let's get these down. Batteries are not a joke. They have acid in them. And they are heavy. It's gotta be like 30 pounds. maybe more, who knows? So be very careful. Try not to have them over your feet when you're moving them, because mine has handles, but handles can break, and if it breaks, it's going to go straight down, land on your foot. You're going to be crying. Oh, man. This last one right here. Oh, I don't even want to collapse that. One thing about batteries, for those who know or know, I'm putting this one on the ground. It's really not good to do that because the ground will eventually drain some of the power from the battery. So you do not want to keep it on the ground too long. If you can, you put it on something. So it's not going to be too long. So this is some of that spray. I'm spraying the terminals on the battery points. So they're somewhat clean. We're trying to go over the top a little bit, you know. So I wonder how that view is. Let me check up on it. I don't know. I hope it's not too high up. Good. Scrape some of these wires, make sure we got good connection. Don't mind the noise. They're just building a new highway right through my garage. Should have gone to the county meeting to protest it, you know? No, I'm just parked on a business street over here. Looks like a lot of people still active. Doing over the top again, guys, but I don't want to have a problem. What'll irritate me is if I have to bring it into the shop and then they'll say, hey, it was a loose terminal, or the terminal was dirty, or the battery wasn't charged, or something like that. You know, that could be avoided, you know? You could eliminate a lot of stuff by try to do a little bit more, do better. just missed this spot on the battery terminal because the table was so thick, it was hard to twist to look underneath. Glad I did. The more connections you have, all you need is one weak link, weak connection, and the rest is gonna be suffering because of it, you know. Definitely want to avoid that. That's why cutting corners or doing things the cheap way is definitely not worth it, you know. I wouldn't want to have to do this twice, but I'm prepared to if it turns out to be something else that I didn't address. So if you want to know some of my background, I had engine mechanics when I was in high school. I went to a technical and vocational high school, which meant it tried to teach you a skill or a trade. They had everything from plumbing, electricians, masonry, horticulture, nursing, to engine mechanics. So I liked cars, and I used to get hypnotized going to the auto parts store. All those accessories and that kind of stuff. So I liked it. Super checking everything. Another quick tip, it's a good idea to take a picture of the batteries before you ever work on them so you can see which wire. Not sure if you heard me, but I was suggesting that before you work on or remove your old car battery, that you should take a picture of it, take it of different angles in case you have to look up something real close, so you can remember which wires goes to which terminal, so you don't install it incorrectly, because that could lead to fire, it not starting, or burning out some of your electronics. So if you got a fancy radio system, you might fry it. So we don't want that. Leave the frying at McDonald's for their French fries. I thought I cleaned this one. Now I'm realizing. Wow, I'm glad I checked it. This one needs more work. Definitely. It's a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. Just a little bolt loose, so since I see it, let's tighten it up. It's basically a secure for perfect. So again, with the mentality of if you see something, take care of it, and you don't have to later when you could have caught it at the early stages, and the wire didn't break off and that kind of mumbo jumbo. So it does pay to have tools. You know, they don't have to be expensive. Hey, no shame in the game. I go to Harbor Freight. I used to like getting my stuff from Sears when they had Craftsman, but you know, you're on the side of the road and you're able to fix your repair, and you don't have to call a tow truck, or you kept expenses down to a minimum. That's a win situation. So I know some mechanics, they take pride in their what might cost you $100 tool, they pay maybe $1,000 or more for it, because they got that name brand, and that guy shows up in a nice truck to their job. Every week they get to take an expensive walk tour inside their tool truck, and it's fun. You know, I've done that before, because it makes it real convenient when you need a tool, and here's the mechanic tool store rolling up on your facility. So for those who know what I'm talking about, they'll know. For the people that don't know, basically, you know how you could go and get a ice cream from the ice cream truck? They have the same thing for tools, you know, for tools. And that tool truck will go to gas stations that have mechanics, dealerships, repair shops, you know, tire shops, to help sell their tools. So that's what I'm talking about there. So all right, I think I'm just about ready to put these batteries back in. Like I said earlier, I wanted to go ahead and put a floor mat for the batteries, but I'm not able to do that. Let's check up on you guys. See how you're doing here. Are you guys still with me? take a look a little bit here so you know what I'm talking about. These are the battery terminals. You know, got a lot of wires here. If you can see, it's not just like one or two. You got quite a bit. So it's real important to make sure you put it all back right. So first thing is keep them clean and organized. This is a tray here. It's all metal. And not too happy with that because the bottom of the batteries are plastic. You know, oh, I forgot to clean those off. I have to do that. Let me go get this rag right now. So, the battery is all plastic. And if the battery is bouncing around, vibrating around in that tray, basically, it's like you ever had a gallon of milk and when you brought it home, it had a leak because you slammed it around in the vehicle, you dropped it, made a pinhole, and it's leaking. Same thing can happen with a battery. I mean, they're thick plastic, but there's only so much plastic, so you want to... Those are my 4 batteries, by the way. Here's my rented pickup truck. Came in real handy. So here's our 4 batteries now. I try to keep them organized, but they got a little bit mixed up when they got charged up. So they're all the same battery, but what happens is each battery may be at like a different level of strength. So it's a good idea to kind of alternate them. And this way, the way it charges up, you know, you could probably be doing yourself a big favor by doing that. Now, if you have weak batteries and you do that, sometimes you kick the tin can a little further down the road, and it might buy you some time or exacerbate or make the problem worse. I knew the word I want to say just sometimes, you know, my English not so good. You know, so here we go again. So we're gonna have to get the batteries in. They're gonna go like this next to each other with those bars going on each of those terminals. So it's gonna look something like this. So all 4 batteries are gonna be in the same position as that, and it's gonna have two bars. So this will maintain connection and keep the batteries from kind of like moving around. And we also have secure hardware for the batteries. So I'm going to do the best I can to put everything back like the way it needs to be. And I'm confident it's going to start. If this sucker doesn't start, oh man, Johnny's got some explaining to do to the boss. So again, if you have any questions about this, you know, that's my DEF right there. And it's a one piece. That whole side fender there actually just hooks in here with 2 handles, no tools, and locks into place. So it makes it real easy to access this, but it doesn't look like it's that accessible. So only people that really know. So let's see. I think it's time to go get this thing going now. Let me set you down there so I got room to work again, and I'll try to make sure you get a good angle. Okay, let's see. How about maybe right here, possibly. I think we need to go a little bit more up there. All right. I hope that's a little bit better, guys. Okay, let me try that. A little bit there. All right, we'll go with that one. So for the people that's been hanging around, I appreciate you. We need you to hit that like and subscribe button because my videos are not super planned out. I do them on the fly, so sometimes you can hit gold and get some very, very great video, and sometimes you run for too long, and some people may have considered that with this video I'm doing right now, but I don't know. I just knew I needed to do this, and I figured, let me go ahead and make a video. And I'm not so good with the editing part. I could trim out a lot of the dead space, you know, the boring stuff, but that's down the road. So the main thing is make content and then bandage it or cut it up and edit it later, you know. So let's see, we got 4 batteries to put back in here. I just coming to terms with I'm not going to be able to do anything for the floor here. I do have some lids. I could put a plastic lid, like a Tupperware lid, and that will keep it clean. No. Do I or do I? But you know what? We're gonna leave it like it is. I'm just gonna make sure it secures it right. Okay, let's see. Who's the first victim? Which one's gonna be the first battery? Okay. Got that one. That one kind of looked clean. Probably gonna put those 2 on the ends. Before I put them on, I'm gonna do the terminals on them with the wire brush just to get a shiny connection. Right back. I gotta check up on the time here. That absolutely proved unsuccessful. So we don't know what time it is. The reason I'm worried about the time is I have to deliver the rental car, but I'm thinking about keeping it another day. So, got the gloves on now. We need to get these batteries in there. Which I put the middle 2 in. Middle 2 into the simple. Ooh, that's not good. Like that. Positive. So they're all going to go in the same way. The retaining hardware. Yeah, it'd be a good idea to have a mask, but I'm outside. You don't want to really be breathing this stuff. Terminals from hitting anything. an idea of putting this underneath the batteries. I just don't know if that's a big problem. Have the batteries bounce around. Bounce around. Definitely don't want to do that. It was a good thought. It's not going to work. Let's use this. Keep the wires up. Did I do that? Take a look at the picture. Remember what I told you guys earlier to make sure you install the batteries correctly. I'm pretty sure I have it right, but I want to double check. So it doesn't cost nothing to check. It costs to fix if you didn't check. So right now I think I'm going to put this on hold here. And again, guys, thank you very much for checking out my channel and my video. And I got close to 1,000 different videos, I think, at this point, close to it. Check them out, like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you saw something I possibly did wrong or a better way, let me know. Put it in the comments. I check them out, okay? So it's not waste. I even respond sometimes to the stupid stuff. I try not to delete anything dumb, because if somebody took time to make a comment, you kind of, whether you agree with it or not, you kind of want to entertain the fact of at least responding back to it. So God bless you. Happy upcoming new year. I'll take you a scan again what we got here so you can see before we say bye-bye. We got 2 of the batteries in there. The other 2 are going to be right there. Kind of want to check that picture, but I know if I change screens, sometimes what it does is it might, I'll give it a shot. If it stops, it stops. Where are we at right now? So for the record, we're up to 50 minutes recording. So let's see if I can possibly let's see if I can go to the home screen.